11月6号，奥巴马在举世瞩目的美国总统大选中取得了历史性险胜，但连任之后，他也将面临经济和外交政策上的诸多挑战。专家指出，美国应该要认识到，中共才是美国真正的威胁。
Tonight, more than 200 years after a former colony won the right to determine its own destiny, the task of perfecting our union moves forward.
奥巴马感谢支持者，并说好日子还在后头。他还表示，期待与罗姆尼见面，讨论推动美国前行的治国良方。结束了这场被认为美国历史上争夺最激烈的选战，未来面对奥巴马的又是怎样的挑战呢？舆论分析认为，奥巴马面临的主要困难包括如何重振美国经济，解决即将来临的财政悬崖。如何与共和党协商合作？如何应对医疗财政紧缺？如何解决外交尤其是伊朗问题？目前，中共正在举行18大。著名中国问题专家章家敦认为，美国应认识到，中共才是美国真正的威胁。
Neither terrorism nor Iran, I think, are the major threats. The major threat is China, because China supports Iran and China indirectly supports terrorism. And the United States needs to understand that the core of the problem is just the nature of the regime. Ronald Reagan understood that the Soviet Union could not be a reliable partner. We have yet to understand that the Communist Party also cannot be a reliable partner.
他还表示，王博事件显示出中共内部的巨大分歧。目前中共危机四伏，美国应做好中共垮台的准备。
The obvious discord at the top of the party. We have seen Hu Jintao in recent months remind the People's Liberation Army that it must be subject to the absolute will of the party. The squabbling between Hu Jintao and Jiang Zemin, all of this is evidence that the party is in real problems at this time. We should be prepared for the Communist Party falling from power. These are things that are entirely possible, and we aren't talking about them right now. I think that we'd be completely surprised when we see China start to unravel.
面对中国日益恶劣的人权状况，有关专家一致表示，人权问题才是当前美中关系的核心。
A fundamental decision that has to be taken at very senior political levels to make human rights concerns an integral part of U.S.-China policy, not a very sort of segregated, separate issue that gets dealt with in a sort of perfunctory manner.
It's one of the most horrible things, one of the most horrific things that we hear about from China. We need to raise these issues and put them in the forefront of our discussions with Beijing. This whole issue of labor camps, of organ harvesting, of repression of democracy advocates. This is a general, widespread problem that cuts across all of these issues. What makes China such a trade violator, makes it a belligerent party, basically is because it's a human rights violator. That goes to the core of the problems of the Communist Party regime.
这是新唐人记者王凯迪综合报道。